But name me one Republican who can do that other than Trump.
Oh, there's some crazy Republicans out there.
Okay, Charlemagne, I don't think that really matters. If you're talking about a presidential election, it doesn't matter if there's no other Republicans.
And the reality is most Americans in the privacy of their home or around their friends, we're pretty wild. We like hot takes. We like talking that shit. It's the reason we like a guy like Stephen A. Smith, because he talks that shit. He's not constantly biting his...
This doesn't only exist on the Republican side.
The problem with Democrats right now is they can't have a convo and make jokes about pronouns because they're like, that group's going to be upset. They can't have a convo and make a gay joke because like, that group's going to be upset. They can't have a convo about migrants or something like that because they're like, that's going to be upset. They can't have combos about anything.
So if you guys don't know, this is Andrew Schultz. He's talking to Charlemagne the God about why the Democrats lost the election. I think this is an extremely important topic because this is something I've been talking about for a while now that will eventually cause the Democrats to lose the election. And I was right. There was like a cultural sensitivity when it came to things, and the majority of people do not like that. So let's get into it.
So they're kind of standing there neutered. They can be eloquent, they can be brilliant, they can be smart like a Buttigieg, but they can't be relatable. They can't like when the Indian guy was asking Trump the question at the press conference and he had the strong Indian accent and Trump just went, I don't understand a word this saying. That is relatable to every American, regardless of which side you're on. And a Democrat would never say that. They'd be like, sir, would you mind if you could word that again in a way?
Schultz, you're absolutely right. But name me one Republican who can do that other than Trump.
Oh, there's some crazy Republicans out there.
I don't think that... Okay, Charlemagne, I don't think that really matters. If you're talking about a presidential election, it doesn't matter if there's no other Republicans. They didn't vote for any other Republicans. They voted for Trump. This actually is the reason why Donald Trump specifically won. They did it because Trump can do it. So it doesn't really matter if Republicans in general don't do that or Democrats in general don't do that. But Donald Trump showed, or he presented, a new era of politics in a way. He showed that the best way to win is to be relatable. And I know people may not agree with that, or they may not even think I'm right because this is kind of a prediction on my end. But what Donald Trump showed is that he is able to grow such a following because people relate to the way that he communicates.
Name them.
Nancy Mace does not give a
Well, that's come on. But Nancy not running for president.
But there is 100 of those types of Republicans.
You can't name them. Now, Nancy, I'll give you.
The Gomez chick who's just straight up.
I don't even know who that is. Who is the Gomez chick?
Boebert is another one.
Nah.
No, I'm not telling you they're going to be president. What I'm telling you is they're wild and they'll say wild shit. And the reality is most Americans in the privacy of their home or around their friends, we're pretty wild. We like hot takes. We like talking that shit. It's the reason we like a guy like Stephen A. Smith because he talks that shit. He's not constantly biting his...
And I don't even know why Charlemagne is having a hard time with this because this doesn't only exist on the Republican side. Some of the most popular Democrats are more wild than you would think, like Jasmine Crockett. She's more wild than you think. For example, they asked her how does she feel about Elon Musk. She responded that he can F off. That's a wild thing to say. That's a very wild thing to say for someone who's in Congress. Someone else who's wild, who's extremely popular, majority of her donations do not come from PACs. They come from private donations, meaning people are giving money, is AOC. She does some wild things that are not normal. That is the future of what politics are. They want people who can say whatever they want. They're tired of people being politically correct. People have been politically correct for the past 100 years. They want someone that they can relate to. This is why someone like me is growing up in political. I'm an engineer and I'm doing politics. So that's the future. And Charlemagne being unable to grasp this is strange to me. Especially when he kind of is this thing. You are a wild person. This is why you are so popular, because people like how raw you are.
But Stephen, not Trump. Like Stephen,
no.
Stephen's not even going to be.
You don't got to be Trump. You could be Jon Stewart, but you're not biting your tongue every 2 seconds.
Oh, now we talking.
Oh, I would love Jon Stewart.
Now you talk. Now we talking.
But also John is not biting his tongue. When Tony Hinchcliffe got in trouble at the DNC, at the RNC or whatever in New York, not even RNC, at the New York, at the MSG shit, he was the first one to be like, "Yo, he's a roast comedian. He makes roast jokes."
I love Stephen A. But he ain't Jon Stewart.
No, I know, but no Democrat politician. I'm not talking about Democrats like people. I'm saying Democrat politician has the balls to go up there and just be normal because they're so terrified that they're going to ostracize some of their groups. They're in a very difficult position right now.
I really truly believe that it is over, and if it's not, the Democrats will never win another election ever again.
Oh no, it's over for the people, and
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why.
I don't agree that no Democrat politician wants to be wild. I don't agree with that. What I will say is, though, the Democrats have so many outlying beliefs that it's hard for a Democrat politician to be fully raw because you will offend someone. Because what exactly do Democrats symbolize? What exactly do they stand for? If I were to ask you, what are the 5 core Democratic beliefs? What would you tell me? The majority of people wouldn't even know. You have socialism, you have liberal rights, but then the what gets weird is the liberal rights thing. Like, what falls under that? That's what is offending people. So it's really hard for a Democrat politician to be like, oh, I'm going to say what I want, do what I want, because they will ostracize their own group versus a conservative politician such as, in this instance, Donald Trump. He can say what he wants, and his people don't really get super offended by what he says. And I think that is shown. He's been saying what he wants for the past 10 years at this point. So he kind of has a point. I will say, though, there is a rise of Democrats who are more wild, but they aren't the norm. These are like newer people that's been brought to the spotlight. They aren't just roaming around free and nilly-willy. Democrat politicians don't even say much to begin with. Like, if you can name Democrat politicians, which ones are the most outspoken? Barack Obama. He's not even in office no more. He's retired.
They voted for Trump, but it's not over for the party.
But no,
so
but-
if the
but
party don't make that adjustment.
No, yes, I do think that there are people in the party who know they have to make that adjustment. And you're seeing it, right? Because nobody cares about the Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries is still operating from that old Democratic playbook.
I need a Democrat to be like, yo, furries are weird. What are we talking about? You dressing up as a chicken and going to a party? What the hell is going on? Josh Shapiro got to be like, yo, furries.
Schultz is right, but here's the thing. There's people, there are ones that are saying that now, but it don't sound authentic because you're only saying that because of how the tide turned because you just lost the election.
I honestly believe it doesn't matter if it's authentic. Whatever Democrat comes out and starts talking that, they will win.
And I think he's right. He's definitely right. He's talking about how to win an election. He's right. Me personally, I think this conversation is kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I think you should vote based off of policies. I get it. You want the person that you can relate to the most, who tugs at your heartstrings the most. If you are a real voter, I think you should vote based off of policy. Point blank, period. If you're going off of what a politician is saying, yeah, you're gonna he's gonna make you feel good, or they're gonna make you feel good, but are they gonna do what you want them to do? That's what you should vote for. The problem is majority of people don't vote for that, and if you want to win an election, you have to tug at people's heartstrings. That's just what it is. But my opinion is this: vote for policy, don't vote for the person. That's what I say. But anyways, my name is LFR George, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.